Hi everybody, welcome to week 4. Hope you're doing well. And I sent out a survey last week to find out where you were with the textbook, because I don't want to throw an exam at you or a quiz at you without you having the resources to look these things up. So it's important that you get that material in writing, so you have not only me talking about it, but you have it in writing, so you have multiple ways of learning this information. As a result, I'm going to move the quiz that was scheduled this coming week to next week. And it's going to cover lessons 1 through 3. All right, that should give you enough time to get, for those of you that don't have your textbooks, for you to get those and to review that material. The first 3 lessons are pretty straightforward. There's no huge computations or word problems that you have to work with. But it'll be next week, not this coming week, next week. I believe that's February 8th, the week of the 8th, excuse me, Wednesday through Friday. I'll have that window open for you guys to take that quiz, and I will highlight that in next week's video. Now, this week we're talking about the structure of casino departments. Now, understand that this is a template. Things have changed, and they do change based on the property. Obviously, you're going to have a different one for repeater markets. You're going to have a much smaller scaled down version, and for destination resorts or full resort casinos will have a completely different structure. So understand that this is a template that we'll cover this week. And another thing is we are evolving how we manage people. When I started in the business, we had 10 to 12 people would report to the GM. Now I'm seeing different structures where there's 4 to 5 people reporting to the GM, which I think is fantastic. So keep that in mind when you're going through this. Brain snacks. Now I want to tell you a little story about one of the first GMs I ever met, and he kind of set the tone for me as to how GMs should operate. His name is Tom Jimenez, and he worked at this casino. It was a tribal casino in the middle of Louisiana, believe it or not, the Tunica Biloxi Indians. We called it Grand Casino of Oils. And right now I believe it's called Paragon. Yeah, there it is, Paragon Casino. And what he did, what was so unique about him, and this is old school, and I wish it would come back, and I wish some of the GMs would do this more often, is he would walk the beginning of every shift, it didn't matter. He would walk the floor and check in on every single employee that was working. And he would understand and get to know them. He would get to know their families. He would get to know when their birthday is, and he would call back or come up and say, "Hey, how'd you do in that softball game you had last weekend?" or something like that. It was an amazing skill, and as a result, his turnover in some of these areas was next to nothing. It really is kind of neat how you can do that. And once you go through this lesson about structures, and you'll understand how many people are on front of house and on back of house. That's pretty impressive that he could learn hundreds of people by doing that. But he did that his entire career. That's a good thing to keep in mind, or good thing to watch. Anyhow, if you guys have any questions, let me know. And Super Bowl's coming up, so I'll cover some of the wagers that are being made there and some of the prop bets. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. Have a great week, guys. Thanks.